Most people discover the truth about loyalty the same way, not from a book, not from a warning, from a moment they did not see coming, when someone they would have trusted with everything suddenly showed them exactly what they were worth the moment the conditions changed. You already know this feeling. The friend who disappeared when you stopped being useful. The partner who left the moment the comfort did. The colleague who smiled at you every day until the day a promotion stood between you. Nobody told you they were leaving. The conditions simply changed, and they followed the conditions. Niccolo Machiavelli wrote something in The Prince that has made people uncomfortable for 500 years. He wrote that men will always betray you for their own advantage, unless they are prevented by necessity. Not most men, not weak men, men. The observation was not cynical, it was precise. He had watched princes rise and fall, alliances form and shatter, loyalty pledged and abandoned, and he saw the same pattern everywhere, without exception. Loyalty is not a character trait, it is a calculation, and the calculation changes when the variables change. Think about what this means for your own life. The people around you are not disloyal because they are bad people. They are loyal to what you represent to them, the security, the status, the connection, the resource, the feeling you give them. The moment you stop providing that, or the moment someone else provides it better, the loyalty follows. Not out of malice, out of gravity. Water does not flow uphill out of personal loyalty to the stone. Robert Greene spent decades studying the most powerful people in history and arrived at the same conclusion Machiavelli did. He wrote that almost everyone operates from self-interest, even when they believe they are acting from love or loyalty. The most dangerous people to have around you are not the ones who openly want something from you. They are the ones who have convinced themselves, and you, that they want nothing. Because the moment the relationship stops serving them, their departure will feel like a betrayal rather than what it actually was, a transaction that ended. There is a test Machiavelli implied and Greene made explicit. Remove everything, the status, the money, the access, the comfort, the connection. Strip it all away and watch what remains. Not theoretically, actually watch. Watch who shows up to a version of you that has nothing to offer. Watch who still calls when the thing they were calling for is gone. Watch who sits with you in the rubble. The number will be very small. And that number is your real circle. Everything else was a transaction you mistook for a relationship. This does not mean the people in your life are villains. Most of them are not even aware of the calculation they are running. The colleague who supported you until you became a competitor did not sit down one day and decide to be disloyal. The part of her brain that manages status and threat simply updated its assessment, and her behavior followed without her fully understanding why. Schopenhauer wrote that most people are not honest even with themselves about their own motivations. They construct noble reasons for self-interested behavior and believe the construction completely. Here is the more uncomfortable part. You do this too. The loyalty you feel for the people in your life is also partly a calculation of what they give you, what they represent, how they make you feel about yourself. When those things change significantly, your loyalty shifts too, even if you have never admitted it to yourself. This is not a flaw. This is how human attachment actually functions underneath the stories we tell about it. The practical question is not how to find people who are perfectly loyal. That person does not exist. The practical question is how to build relationships that make the calculation work in your favor over the long term. Machiavelli's answer was necessity. Make yourself necessary in ways that cannot be easily replaced. Greene's answer was value. Become someone whose presence is genuinely worth more than their absence. Both are saying the same thing from different angles. The most durable loyalty is not the loyalty of love. It is the loyalty of genuine mutual value, where the calculation runs in both directions and both sides understand what they are building. But there is something Machiavelli wrote that most people miss entirely. He wrote that a prince must learn to rely on what he can control, his own actions, his own preparation, his own position, rather than on the loyalty of others which he cannot control. This is not cynicism. This is the most liberating thing you will ever understand about relationships. The moment you stop building your life on the assumption of other people's loyalty and start building it on your own capacity, you become almost impossible to betray. Because betrayal only wounds you to the degree that you needed something from the person who left. The people who are least destroyed by disloyalty are not the people who trusted no one. They are the people who built something real enough that no single departure could bring it down, who valued each relationship for what it was, without needing it to be more than it was capable of being, who understood that loyalty, like all human things, is conditional and built accordingly. Watch who stays when there is nothing left to gain. Watch who leaves the moment there is something better to go toward. Watch the pattern, not the performance. People tell you exactly what you are worth to them by what they do the moment the conditions change. The only mistake is being surprised by it. Most people are loyal to you for as long as being loyal to you is the best available option. That is not a betrayal. That is human nature. And the person who understands this, really understands it, in their bones without bitterness, is the most strategically positioned person in any relationship they will ever have. Stop expecting people to be something human nature has never produced. Start building something that makes the calculation obvious, and save your real trust for the very few who have proven more than once that they stayed when leaving would have been easier. This is eternal nemesis. The truth nobody tells you. Follow, because what comes next will change how you see every person who has ever called themselves your friend.